When your cat curls up next to you at night, have you ever wondered what they're really thinking? Most people see it as a sweet little habit, a cozy moment, something cute that just happens because your bed is warm. But what if that simple moment means far more than you realize? Cats rarely do anything without a reason. Behind that quiet routine of sleeping beside you is a set of instincts, signals, and emotions that most owners completely overlook. In fact, some animal behavior experts believe that where and how your cat sleeps near you can reveal exactly how they see you in their world. And if you've been misreading those signals, which many people do, you might have missed what your cat has been trying to tell you all along. Let's start with the biggest misconception. 1. It was never just about warmth. People often assume cats climb into bed with their humans for the simplest reason possible: heat. After all, your body is basically a giant heated pillow compared to the rest of the house. But here's something most owners forget. Cats are absolute masters at finding warm places. They can stretch out in a sunbeam on the floor, curl up on top of a laptop, sleep near a heater, even bury themselves in a pile of freshly dried laundry. If warmth were the only goal, they'd have endless choices. Yet night after night, many cats walk past every warm corner in the house and choose one place, right next to you. That's because sleep is when a cat is at their most vulnerable. Every instinct in their body tells them to hide somewhere quiet and protected, somewhere where nothing can sneak up on them. And instead of doing that, your cat climbs onto a bed with a human who outweighs them by 10 or 15 times. That choice says something powerful. It means they believe you're safe enough to guard them while they let their defenses down. Researchers studying cat attachment have discovered that cats can form emotional bonds with their owners that resemble the bonds young children form with caregivers. So when your cat falls asleep beside you, they're not just resting. They're saying something far deeper. I trust you enough to be defenseless around you. 2. They're mixing their scent with yours. Have you ever noticed that right before settling down, your cat might rub their face against your arm, press their body against you, or even gently bump their head into you? It may look like a simple cuddle, but something much more interesting is happening. Cats have scent glands in several places on their bodies: along their cheeks, on their forehead, near the base of their tail. When they rub against you, they're leaving behind tiny chemical signals that other cats can detect. But when your cat sleeps pressed against you for hours, something else happens. Your scent and their scent slowly blend together. In the wild, cats that belong to the same group often share a communal smell. It's a quiet signal that says, "We belong to the same family." When your cat sleeps beside you every night, they're reinforcing that shared identity. To them, you aren't just a person who feeds them. You're part of their colony. And that's also why your cat sometimes sniffs you intensely when you come home from somewhere new. You smell unfamiliar, different, like part of the shared scent has disappeared. Sleeping beside you again helps restore that bond. 3. They may think they're protecting you. It might sound strange, but many cats behave as if they've taken on the role of nighttime guardian. Think about where your cat usually sleeps. Some prefer the pillow near your head. Others stay close to your feet. Some wedge themselves against your back. Those choices are rarely random. Even the most pampered house cat still carries instincts shaped by thousands of years of survival. In wild cat groups, members often rest close to one another so they can detect danger faster. One cat might face an opening while another sleeps nearby. When your cat settles into a position where they can watch the room or face the door, a part of their brain may believe they're keeping watch. To them, your bedroom isn't just a place to sleep, it's territory, and you're someone worth guarding. 4. The way they sleep sends messages. A cat's sleeping position can reveal a surprising amount about how secure they feel. If your cat curls tightly into a small ball, paws tucked under and tail wrapped around their body, they're protecting their most vulnerable areas. It means they feel safe being near you, but they're still keeping their guard slightly up. Now consider the opposite. A cat stretched out across the bed, legs extended, belly exposed to the air. That posture is the ultimate sign of comfort. The stomach is one of the most sensitive parts of a cat's body. Showing it openly means they believe nothing around them is a threat. Then there's another position that some people misunderstand. When your cat turns their back toward you. To humans, it might seem rude or dismissive. But in cat language, it's actually a compliment. Turning their back means they trust you enough that they don't feel the need to watch you. 5. They adjust their lives to match yours. Cats are naturally most active during dawn and dusk. Scientists call this crepuscular behavior. In the wild, those are the best times to hunt. So technically, a cat's natural schedule shouldn't match a human's routine at all. Yet many indoor cats slowly change their daily rhythm. They stay awake during the day when you're home. They relax when you relax. And they fall asleep when you go to bed. Studies of domestic cats show that animals living closely with humans often adjust their activity cycles to match the people they bond with. In other words, your cat may be reshaping their natural schedule just to spend more time with you. 6. They notice your emotions. Cats are far more observant than most people give them credit for. They notice subtle changes in your behavior, your tone of voice, your posture, even the way you move through a room. When you're stressed or upset, your body releases hormones that slightly change your scent. Your breathing shifts. Your movements become less predictable. Your cat picks up on those signals immediately. That's why many cats suddenly become more affectionate when their owner is sick, sad, or anxious. Sleeping next to you gives them an even better chance to monitor those changes. They can hear your breathing patterns, feel your movements, sense when something about you feels different. 7. When they suddenly stop sleeping beside you. This is the one signal many owners overlook. If a cat who always slept next to you suddenly chooses somewhere else, it's worth paying attention. Cats rely heavily on routine. A change that big usually has a reason behind it. Sometimes the cause is physical discomfort. Cats that feel unwell often hide or sleep alone because their instincts tell them to avoid showing weakness. Other times, something in their environment has changed. A new pet, a new person, a loud noise that startled them during the night. Even small disruptions can make a cat temporarily avoid a place that once felt safe. And sometimes it's simply stress. Cats remember experiences strongly. If something frightening happened in the bedroom, they might avoid that space for a while. The important thing is not to ignore the message. Your cat once chose your bed because it felt like the safest place in their world. If that suddenly changes, it may be their way of telling you that something feels different. And paying attention to those quiet signals can help you understand them far better than most people ever do. Because to your cat, that nightly ritual was never just about sleep, it was about trust. Every night your cat makes a quiet decision. Out of every soft blanket, every warm corner, every hidden spot in the house, they choose one place, next to you. Not because it's the warmest, not because it's the softest, but because in their mind it's the safest place they know. When a cat sleeps, their guard drops, their senses relax, their body finally rests, and they only allow that to happen in places where they feel completely secure. So when your cat curls up beside you, presses against your arm, or settles at the foot of your bed, they're doing something far more meaningful than most people realize. They're placing their safety in your presence. They're saying, in the quiet language of instinct and habit, "I trust this place, and I trust you." And that trust is something incredibly rare in the animal world. Cats are independent creatures by nature. For thousands of years, their survival depended on caution, distance, and careful observation. They don't give their trust easily. It has to be earned. Through routine, through familiarity, through the quiet moments that repeat day after day. The gentle voice they hear every morning, the footsteps they recognize in the hallway, the hands that feed them, comfort them, and make their world predictable. Over time, all of those small moments build something stronger than instinct. They build a bond. So when your cat chooses to sleep beside you night after night, it isn't random behavior. It's a sign that, in their eyes, you've become part of their safe world, their territory, their family. And in the quiet darkness of the night, while the rest of the house sleeps, that small curled shape beside you is saying something simple but powerful. You're my safe place.